Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel, Mrs. Francis Walls. And on today's video I am finally going to be working on my vision board. I already have all of my materials here that I ordered. I ordered 2 of these books on Amazon, and some of the other items I bought them from Walmart. But before I go ahead and start working on my vision board, I want to do a recap of 2022. What did I accomplish? What didn't I accomplish? And what am I still currently waiting for, or what am I still waiting for to come into fruition, if you understand. But let's go ahead and do the intro and stay tuned for the rest of the video, you guys. Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel, Mrs. Francis Walks. And on today's video I am going to be working on my long awaited vision board. I ordered this from Amazon. I ordered two of them. This one says I am strong and fit woman, and then this one says 2023 vision board art book. And the other items that I ordered, well, this one's I bought it from Walmart, my local Walmart. Some markers, and then some decals for the vision board. But before I go ahead and start with the vision board, I definitely do want to do a recap on how my 2022 was, and why did I take so long to start posting again on YouTube. If you guys have noticed, it seems like I took a hiatus for almost a year because I really didn't post much in 2022. When it comes to long form content, I was posting short, but long form content I was not posting as regular as I was when I first started in 2021. And reason being is a lot of things happened in 2021, trickling down to the beginning of 2022, and it seems like my body was just adjusting or processing all of the things that I went through in 2021. Hence the reason as to why I stopped posting. I stopped working out. Like, it really took a toll on me. Working long hours, going to school, being a mom, being a wife. So it was just a lot on my plate, and definitely put YouTube on the back seat and did not think about it or worry about it at all. I was just trying to better myself. When I say emotionally, mentally, I was just trying to get back to feeling like myself again. So starting fresh in 2023, seems like when 2023 hit, that first day, it's like an awakening just happened, and it's like, wake up, it's time to move on. Unfortunately, there's nothing you could do about the things that happened. Of course, I had to grieve. I had to go through all of that process. And now I can definitely say that I'm feeling much better. And I am back to posting regularly on YouTube. And that's one of the things that I will be working on my vision board. It is to, of course, grow my channel, get to 1,000 subscribers, and my watch hours, because that's another things that got affected by me not posting not a lot of content last year. All of the hours that I had gained are almost gone. So I am backtracking when it comes to watch hours. So, and I was not, well, I wasn't aware, and I was really not concerned about YouTube last year. I was more concerned about making sure that I was feeling better when it comes to my mental health and my emotional health. So that's why I took so long to start posting again. And this year it's like, it's time to do something different. It's definitely time to do something different. And with that being said, I definitely do want to say this. If you are a person that is struggling with mental health, I definitely do urge you to say something. Don't keep quiet. If you have a group or circle of people that you trust, whether it be people from your church, pastor, a close friend, a close relative, sister, please say something. Do not keep quiet, because on the news now it's a lot more of people committing suicide. And say something. I definitely do urge you to say something. Do not feel like you're the only one that is going through this, because you are not. Believe it or not, you are not. I'm sure that there are a lot of people going through the same situation that you are going through, or similar, or even worse than your situation. So I definitely do urge you to say something, speak up. Do not keep quiet. It is so important to speak up, advocate for yourself, whether it be at work. If you feel like, if you have a job to where they do mental health days, if you feel like, okay, I'm feeling overwhelmed, I need to take off some time for work, do that. I did it in 2021 when I was going through all of my ordeal. I took some time off of work to work on myself, and when I went back to work, I was feeling refreshed, renewed. But unfortunately, things at work did not get better for me. So that's another thing that I would say as well. Advocate for yourself, even at work. Do not keep quiet like I did. Speak up for yourself, because it is not fair that you are taking the time to work on yourself and you go back, and instead of your employer helping you, or let's say supervisors or managers trying to assist you because they are well aware of what is going on, no, they just let you basically go back to exactly where you were at before you left work, if anything even worse. So definitely do speak up, because I will say this too. Oh, I'm still gonna work on my vision board, but this is very important because I'm seeing on the news so many people just unaliving themselves, and it's not good. Speak up for yourself, advocate for yourself. If you have supervisors, managers that are incompetent, don't understand what mental health is, you try to explain to them the best way that you can of what it is that is going on with you. You know, like you're an open book. You're trying to explain the best of your abilities, not saying too much, because of course you don't want to give people too much information to where they could use it against you, especially when it comes to employers that are incompetent, or supervisors or managers that are incompetent. So definitely do advocate. If you have to call HR, do so. Call HR, complain, complain, complain. Okay, do not keep quiet, do not keep it bottled up inside, because at the end of the day, you affecting you the most. Because those people are going to go home, and guess what? When they get home, they don't think about you. They're not concerned about what is going on with you in your personal life, your mental health. They're not concerned about that. So advocate for yourself, look out for yourself. Don't let anybody say otherwise. Just definitely advocate for yourself. Please leave a comment down below like, hey, I was one of those that I was struggling with my mental health, but now I'm doing much better. What did you do to get yourself out of that feeling like you were in a hole? What is it that you did to make yourself feel better? Did you go to therapy, a Christian therapist, because they also do have Christian therapists, the traditional therapists, and all of those things? But definitely do advocate for yourself. Do not keep quiet. I definitely do urge you, do not keep quiet. Advocate for yourself, because it is very, very important. Because a lot of the times when I see, say for instance, the news, someone unaliving themselves, and family members, loved ones, friends are always wondering, did I miss anything? Did I miss any red flags? What did I miss? And a lot of the times it's like, when you a person that deals with depression, but you are high functioning, it is very difficult for a person to pinpoint that you have something going on behind closed doors, unless you get to the point to where you get so overwhelmed that you have no choice but to say something. So definitely unaliving yourself is not the solution, because I I would say that think about when you were a child, when you first started school. It was scary. You facing basically the world by yourself for the first time, although it was in a school environment, but it's still scary. Think about that. You overcame that. All of those years going to, say, different schools, meeting new people, you overcame that. So now, once again, you're facing the world. Just think of it that way. You will overcome it. But definitely seek the help to assist you with that. If you feel like you have to take medications, I definitely do urge to do that. Whatever it is that you have to do to make sure that you are okay. Because a lot of people are very ignorant when it comes to mental health. Because you cannot see it, because you cannot physically see it like other illnesses, then it's like a lot of times it's taboo. I come from a Hispanic community, family. Mental health is taboo in the Hispanic community. And I remember someone telling me one time, "Why? How about you get up, you dance, you do this?" And it's like, I wish it was that easy. I wish it was that easy to just get up and dance and just think that it's nothing is really going on when I know that it's something going on. Um, Calling pastors or your church member, say, "Hey, I need extra prayers today because I'm really struggling." So definitely, definitely, definitely do urge you to say something. Speak up. Speak up. If you are a believer in Christ, there are definitely different quotes in the Bible to let you know that you are loved, you're strong, you're victorious. Just like it says here on this banner right here. Um, you have to give yourself affirmations as well, and don't always rely on other people to try to lift you up. What is it that you can do as well to help yourself, to lift yourself up, and to make sure that you're okay? That's the bottom line, to make sure that you're okay, to make sure that you're back to where you were before anything happens. Sometimes it's because depression is brought on because of tragedy that has happened. Or sometimes it's just it's different reasons as to why depression happens. But I would definitely, I cannot stress this enough. Please, please, please speak up. It is so, so, so important to speak up. I pray that you have someone that is close to you that you trust to vent, to say, "I'm not doing well. I am feeling overwhelmed. I am feeling sad." You know, if you have a shoulder to cry on, do that. But don't keep it to yourself and feeling like you are alone and you cannot take it anymore. You can make it. You can do it. I'm a firm believer that you can do it. And I'm a representation of you can make it. Just put the work in. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself. Hence the reason as to why it took me so long to start posting again on my YouTube channel. It was because of that. I had a major loss in my family in 2021. So, and then my baby being sick, hospitalized with RSV, dealing with work, dealing with people that are incompetent at work, that don't understand that I'm not about to leave my child in the hospital by herself just to go work for you. Like, it doesn't work that way. How is it possible that I would feel comfortable leaving a toddler in the hospital to go work? Like, where do they do that at? Like, I sometimes this country is like, it baffles me, the things that people do. And a lot of the times it's not the company itself, it's just the people they hire as managers or supervisors are just very, very incompetent. So I dealt with it the best way that I could as far as dealing with everything. So sitting in front of a camera to be posting and all those things, it was just so, so difficult. So I took that time to work on myself, my mental health, and now I am back. I feel much, much better. much better. Of course, I still have my days, but I feel so much better. So back to the original subject. What did I accomplish in 2022? The thing that I could say that I'm proud the most is the fact that I worked on my mental health to get myself to get to feeling like myself again. So that definitely is like a big accomplishment for me. Not letting the things that I went through uh, keep me down to the point where I feel like I'm too overwhelmed to do anything. No, like I have children, I have to fight. I have to do all that I can because they need me. And not only that, my family needs me as well because that's another thing that I be thinking about as well. It's like if I'm not here, if I choose to do something to harm myself, how would my family feel? How would my children feel? Like the love of a mother, that is a love that no one can replace. And it's like I will be leaving that void in my children's heart if I were to choose to unalive myself because I feel like I'm too overwhelmed. It's like no. And to me, forgive me if I say this, but to me, it's like a selfish decision. Like, because you're not the only person that will get affected if you do something like that. It's everyone around you that will get affected. So that's why I say fight, speak up, seek help, seek help. Do not keep quiet. Just seek help, please. I urge you, seek help because it's not fair to leave your loved ones, your children, mourning the loss of someone that you could have done something to help yourself. If it is going to a hospital, driving yourself to a hospital in the middle of the night and telling the doctors, look, I am feeling overwhelmed, I need help, do so. If it means calling someone in the middle of the night saying, I am feeling overwhelmed, do so. And the beauty of all this is that I do have a support system, which I am grateful for. I am blessed to say that I had a support system. A lot of times I would try not to say too much, and my sister would call me and she would be like, what's going on? I haven't heard from you. And as soon as she heard my voice, she'd be like, what is going on? I could tell in your voice that something is going on. What is it? And, I would tell her, hey, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm just having one of those days. Same thing with my best friend. Hey, what's going on? I haven't heard from you. Are you all right? Is everything okay? Like, I'm having one of those days. But I feel comfortable enough to let them know that I'm having one of those days with them. But anybody else, I'll be like, I'm fine. But with them, because they know me so well, just by hearing my voice, they could tell, like, wait, what is it? And I appreciate them for that. I thank you guys so much for that, for being there, for being my support system, for being my rock. My husband as well, trying to do the best that he can because not everybody understands mental health and how it affects your whole being. Because I was working out, I had started losing weight, but when I tell you that I stopped doing all of those things, I stopped doing all of those things. I regained every pound that I had lost. Every pound that I had lost, I regained it. But I'm going to keep working on myself. I am back trying to eat healthy again. I am back trying to take my smoothies in the morning for breakfast, intermittent fasting. So definitely, I know that I'm just rambling off. I said that I'm going to do a recap for 2022, but I feel like this is very, very important because I keep hearing so many people unaliving themselves. And it's like, please fight, 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 fight. Do all that you can. Do all that you can. Do all that you can. Don't even put unaliving yourself as an option. No, no. Please do all that you can to save yourself. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, so And definitely leave a comment down below like, hey, I'm one of those people, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Pray for me, and we definitely pray for you as well. So please don't keep quiet. Just speak up, speak up, speak up. And I don't know how many times I could say that. Just speak up, please. Speak up. And you have a close relationship with someone, confide in them. Let them know, please. So back to my vision board 2023. And by the way, Happy New Year's, you guys. I know that it's not the first, it's not the second, but we're still in the first month. So Happy New Year to you guys. And a lot of things that I want to do this year, but one of the things that I'm not going to do is travel, because I've traveled for the last 3 years. I've traveled internationally. So this year I'm like, no, I'm going to focus on saving, 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 because it is very important to save, to have a backup, because thanks to the fact that I was saving when I took off from work, when I took my leave off of work, because of my savings, I was able to cover my bills. So definitely it's very important as well to save, even if it is $5 a week, but at least you put in something to the side. So that is very important to me. I'm going to be doing the money envelope as well. That's going to be in a separate video. Don't want this video to be too long. All right, you guys. So I know that, but that is a very, very important subject for me when it comes to mental health. And we have to advocate for ourselves, definitely. But recap for 2022. So another thing that I was very proud of that I was able to accomplish, I was able to travel with my babies, and we went to my hometown. I need some water, you guys. Hold on. Let me grab some water. Okay, I think I could proceed now. Sorry. But another thing, like I was stating, another thing that I was so proud of is the fact that I was able to take my babies to my hometown, Honduras. We were there for 3 weeks, had a blast. They they had so much fun, especially my little one. She had so much fun because the freedom that she had, just going in and out of the house, and she had a lot of fun meeting all of her cousins, all of the family that you will see them on video call. They actually met them in person, so that was a blessing. That was absolutely a highlight of our summer. The fact that we travel, the whole family. We all went. My mom, my sister, the whole family. We were able to travel, and that is a blessing. And that was a highlight of 2022 for me. Another highlight for me, like I already stated, being able to work on my mental health, my emotional well-being. That's definitely a highlight. Knowing that, hey, I overcame it. I definitely know that you can overcome it. So fight. Um, Another thing that I would say is not having a car note. Oh, that right there is it feels so good not to have a car note anymore. Definitely feels so good. So that's another highlight of mine. Like, okay, I do want another car, but not having a car note for right now is such a blessing. Like, not having to worry about, like, oh my God, here you go, another $450 to this bank to keep up with this car note. It's like, no, that is done with. So thank you, God, for that. And being in school, I'm still going strong, pursuing my bachelor's degree. So definitely that's another highlight of mine, because I remember when I graduated high school and we used to live in New Orleans. That would be another separate video. The ordeal of Hurricane Katrina and all that we went through, but that will be in a separate video. I will give you guys the story, the gist of all that happened during the Hurricane Katrina. But I was already going to college. That was my first year in college. In 2005, I had just graduated high school, but I was already going to college. Um, while I was still in high school, like I was doing both at the same time. I was going to college and high school. Very tiring, by the way, but I definitely do appreciate the fact that we didn't have to pay not a penny, only the books, um, because of my grades and um, my GPA. We were able to. Me and my best friend actually took advantage of it, and we started going to college while we were still in high school. So that was cool. So, but then again, tragedy. Hurricane Katrina came, and amongst other things, so I stopped going to school. We moved to Texas, and I tried going back to school, but every time I tried, like I did get a vocational certificate, but it's like no, I want my bachelor's degree because that's what I initially was going for. So it's like that's always been in the back of my mind. Like I want to get my degree, definitely do. And so here I am working on it, and I am so proud of myself. Just like I have been going strong for 2 years strong, I have been working on my bachelor's degree. So that's another highlight, and that's something that I'm very proud of. That I didn't give up although I was going through all that ordeal. Um, I still kept going to school and turning in my work, and my grades even got better. Thank God for that. Another thing that was the highlight for me in 2022, my baby going to school and meeting new friends and just seeing how children grow every day, and they grow so fast, so fast. It's like, oh my goodness, like you really going to school full time now. Like there's no longer just part time. Like she goes to school all day, and it's like, oh my lord, and she's so little. But that's part of life. That is part of life, and I would say the best something that I would say that I'm actually proud of as well when it comes to potty training. Got to potty train early, and her speech. She speaks so clear. Like she turns when she first started school, she was still 2. When she was in pre-K 3, she was because she turned 3, I believe, like almost 2 3 weeks after she started school. But her speech is very clear. She knows how to enunciate her words very well. She knows how to express herself very well. And she was already potty trained, so they accepted her in school. But as of 2022, she started going full time, so she goes all day from the morning up until the afternoon. And she has adjusted very well for that when it comes to going to school. So definitely that's a blessing. So I would definitely urge you parents as well. Please get your children trained early when it comes to that baby talk. But some people do. It's like, no, I will always tell my family, do not do no baby talk with my children, please. No. Speak to them as if you were speaking to me clearly, so that way when they start talking, they will speak just as you speak. Okay, so that you won't be trying to guess what it is that they're trying to say. So definitely that helps when you speak to your children in full sentences and you speak to them as if you were speaking to another human being, because at the end of the day they are human beings. So stop trying to babble words to them and things of that nature, because it kind of like it doesn't help. Actually, it does not help with their speech. So that was the highlight, and that was definitely something that I'm like I said, definitely say that yes, I'm very proud of that. The fact that she started school at she was still 2 years old, and because she was already potty trained and she speaks very well, they took her in. So that's a blessing for me. And as of 2022, she started going full time, and she adjusted very well for that as well. So I am grateful for that. So as far as paying daycare, no, we didn't have to worry about that. So definitely that's a blessing. Although none of my children did go to daycare. Like my mom was taking care of her. Um, before she started school. And for my son, there was another lady that was taking care of him for me before he started school as well. So I never put my children in daycare. I I'm just we just not we've never done it. Like even my sister, my mom is the one that take care of my nieces as well. So I don't feel comfortable putting my children in no daycare, especially after the horror stories that I see on the news. A lot of the times, it's like, of course, I understand that there are parents that they have no option but to put them in daycare, but I I didn't have to, so I'm grateful for that, and I thank God for that I didn't have to put them in no daycare facility. So, like I stated, that was another highlight and another recap of mine. My child being in school full time, and me being in school full time as well, and pushing myself not to give up, to keep going despite of all that I was going through. And so now I'm going to start working on my vision board, you guys. But I'm going to cut this video here. I'm going to start working on it, and we are going to pick up on another video once it's done, once it's finished, so that way we'll go over the vision board and what it is that I'm looking forward to this year, what it is that I'm trying to accomplish for this year. Because like I stated, last year was a lot. Last year was like a fog for me. It definitely was. It went through by so fast. Because I was dealing with my ordeal, mental health, and all those things. I didn't really do what I really wanted to do. But the important thing is that I could still pursue everything that I want to do, because guess what? I'm still alive. So as long as there's life and breath inside of a person, you can always push and strive forward to doing anything that you want to do in this life. So it doesn't matter if it's like, okay, I took a hiatus last year from everything that I wanted to accomplish and do. So that's why it's also important to leave a wiggle room when you are creating a vision board, because life happens sometimes. And when life happens, it's like, okay, you cannot help it. So let's move this. It's like if you had a vision board for 2022, okay, so I wasn't able to accomplish this. Okay, so put it on this vision board and still work towards it. Like what doesn't work is giving up. So as long as you're always trying to pursue the best that you can in life, in every single thing that you do, that's what's important. That's what matters. So I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so next time I post a video, you will be notified of the video. And please, again, do not forget to advocate for yourself. Until next time, bye bye.